Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you all are well. Children, in the last video, we had discussed about the force, its effects, and its new effect which we have studied. It is the turning effect of force, which is also known as torque or moment of force. After that, we have discussed its unit and the factors on which the turning effect of force depends. We have discussed about the pressure and the applications of the concept of pressure in our day-to-day life, children. Now, children, today the topic which we are going to discuss is the pressure exerted by liquids. See, children, like solids, fluids means which are able to flow, like liquids and gases are able to flow, that's why they are called as fluids. Okay, so like solids, fluids also exert pressure, whether it is liquid or gas, they also exert pressure. You must have felt this. When a mug is pushed into a bucket full of water, what happens? It resists to go down. You have to apply a force to make it to go down. No, the mug resists being pushed down into the water due to what? Due to the upward pressure exerted by the water on the mug. Okay, since there's an upward pressure exerted by the water on the mug, that's why mug resists to go down inside the water, but by applying the force you are making it to go down. So now let us find the pressure exerted by liquids, children. See, children, liquid exerts pressure, we know. Now the property of the pressure exerted by liquid is what? That the liquid pressure acts equally in all direction. That means it is not like that it is more in right direction or it is more in left direction. It is not like that. First property of liquid pressure is that it acts equally in all directions. For example, see this bottle. You take a bottle, plastic bottle, take an empty plastic bottle or a cylindrical container, drill holes all around. You can drill holes by using a pen if it is a thin plastic, or you can take a just hot knife. You can make holes in the close to the bottom of the bottle in the same line. It does not make up and down. It does all the makes or drill holes in the same line. Make sure all that holes are at the same height from the bottom. Okay, they should be at the same height from the bottom. Now fill the bottle with water. Okay, now start filling the water bottle with water. You will observe that what you will observe? You will observe that the water coming out of each of the holes falls all around at the same distance from the bottle. See? Okay, children. So now fill the bottle with water. You will observe that the water coming out of each of the holes, see, these are the holes which are at the same height from the bottom, fall all around at the same distance from the bottle. What does this indicate? This indicates that at all points, if it is at the same level, liquid exert pressure in all directions equally. It is not like that it exerts more pressure in right direction or in the left direction or in the right direction. Liquid pressure exerts pressure in act if it at the same height. Liquid pressure act equally in all direction. First property. Second property is what? Liquid pressure increases with depth. Now take another bottle. Okay, now what you have to do? Take an empty bottle. Now make holes at different heights. See, it is at this height and this height near the bottom also. Now start filling water into it. Okay, when you fill completely the bottle, what you will find that the bottom, the hole which is at the bottom of the bottle will throw the water at the maximum height. That means liquid pressure is more here. That means liquid pressure increases with depth. More the depth, more is the pressure, liquid pressure. You all have few of you have noticed that when you dive down to the bottom of a swimming pool, your ears start to hurt. Why it happens? When you go down to the bottom of the swimming pool, your ear starts hurting. What happens actually? The more you dive down, the more it hurts. The more you go down depth, it will more hurt you. Okay, this is because the pressure in liquids increases as you go further in from the surface of the liquid. If you are going from the surface of the liquid to the depth of the liquid, it starts giving you more and more pressure. Okay, this can be explained by using this example also. Take a bottle and make holes at different heights. Fill it with water. Notice how the water comes out from the hole which is near the bottom. It comes out faster because of high pressure in the in the part of the bottle. This shows that the liquid pressure increases with depth. Now these are the things which we have to discuss about the pressure exerted by liquids. Now the next thing is atmospheric pressure. What is atmospheric pressure? See children, air is all around us, okay, and this air is also exerting a pressure above us, but we are not feeling it. Why? That I will explain you later. Air is all around us. This envelope of air is known as the atmosphere, okay. That envelope of air around us is known as the atmosphere. It extends up to many kilometers above the surface of the earth. The Earth's atmosphere is surrounded by a layer of gases which exerts a pressure known as the atmospheric pressure. Please underline in your book on page number 31. The Earth's atmosphere is surrounded by a layer of gases which exerts a pressure known as the atmospheric pressure. Okay. Now atmospheric pressure is defined as the force per unit area exerted against a surface by the weight of the air above that surface. Atmospheric, there is an instrument also to measure this atmospheric pressure, that is known as a barometer. Okay, so atmospheric pressure is measured by an instrument with the help of an instrument known as barometer, which is why atmospheric pressure is also referred as the barometric pressure. Okay. Now see children, as I am saying that there is an atmospheric pressure above us, tremendous atmospheric pressure. How much it is? Actually it is 1 lakh Pascal atmospheric pressure is above us, but we do not feel this tremendous pressure. If there is this much 1 lakh Pascal pressure, then why we are not feeling it? Actually we do not feel this tremendous pressure because the pressure of blood and other fluids present in our body, we have blood in our body, we have also blood pressure. So the pressure of our blood and other fluids present in our body almost balance out the atmospheric pressure. That means the blood pressure inside the body and the atmospheric outside of the body is almost equal. That's why we are not able to sense that atmospheric pressure. But see children, the climbers, those who are going up on the high altitudes, the mountaineers, what happens when they go up? You must have heard that there sometimes they start bleeding from the nose or bleeding from the ears. What happens actually when they go up on the high altitudes, their atmospheric pressure becomes less. At that place the atmospheric pressure is less, but what happens, their blood pressure remains same. If the blood pressure inside the body is more than the outside pressure, what will happen? The blood will ooze out, the blood will come out. That's why sometimes the persons, those who are going up on the high altitudes, they started bleeding at very high altitudes, children. Okay children, now atmospheric pressure is different at different places on the earth. It depends on the altitude. Okay, more the altitude, less is the atmospheric pressure. As we go higher, the density of air decreases and hence the pressure decreases. Due to this, what happens? Astronauts wear special pressurized suits which help balance the pressure from inside. Likewise, astronauts are going up now, so to balance the pressure inside and outside, they are wearing special pressurized suits which help them to balance the pressure. Okay children, now children, there are different applications of atmospheric pressure which we do not know, but we are doing every day to day life. We are doing, for example, drinking straw. I'm very sure that you all are drinking your juices or your cold drinks with the help of a straw. But do you like any time observe that why it is happening? When only you suck, that then only this the liquid comes up to your mouth. Actually what happens, see children, this is also an application of atmospheric pressure. When drinking with a straw, one has to suck the liquid through the straw. This causes the pressure in the straw to decrease. In the straw, now when you suck up, what happens? The pressure decreases. The external atmospheric pressure, which is greater, will then act on the surface of the liquid in the glass, causing it to rise through the straw. See children, when you suck the straw, there is a decrease of pressure inside the straw. Now outside atmospheric pressure is more. This atmospheric pressure forces the liquid to go up in the straw and you are able to drink your juice or your cold drink. Likewise, we have vacuum cleaners. Okay, A vacuum cleaner applies the principle of atmospheric pressure to remove dust particle. When it is switched on, the fan sucks out the air from the space inside the vacuum. Okay, whatever you have to clean, you switch on the vacuum cleaner. The vacuum cleaner sucks out the air from the space inside it. Okay, the atmospheric pressure outside, which is greater, then forces the air and the dust particles into the filter bag. Thus, the dust particles are trapped, but it allows the air to flow through an exit at the back of the vacuum. Vacuum cleaner also works on the principle of atmospheric pressure. Okay, likewise we have many applications which are based on atmospheric pressure, children. Okay, see children, I have completed this chapter. Kindly read this chapter, understand it. Okay, and if you have any doubt, we can discuss it during the Zoom session. Your homework is to read the chapter today and do all the exercises, like multiple choice exercises given in the book, in your book itself. In the Zoom session, we are going to discuss the doubts. We will take up your doubts and the exercises given in the book, children. Okay children, I hope you all will read the chapter. Thank you.